This week in science, we're learning about sorting materials. First of all, you can recycle materials, and this is good for the environment. The words we need to learn are recycle, sort, test, group, and shiny. If we look at these kids over here, they've got a bunch of things, and they're all talking about what they can do with them and what the materials are made of. So she says, which of these materials could be used again? So have a look and see, what do you think here could be used again? Do you think this bag could be used again? What about this water bottle? This book, could it be used for something? This old t-shirt, could it be used for something? All right, let's see what the kids say. This plastic bottle can be recycled. It could be made into another bottle, so we know we can recycle that. The fabric of the clothes can be used to make new clothes. And the paper can be recycled to make new paper. You can also use paper for different things. You can use it to draw on or for your art projects. So a lot of this stuff can also be used for art projects. Okay, so from here the children put similar materials together in a group. What groups would you make? Let's have a look. There's paper. What else would be paper? That's paper. So you could put paper to one side. And then we have some plastic bottles. Which ones are plastic bottles? And then we have glass bottles. So you can group them according to paper, glass, metal, etc. Okay, so when we talk about grouping materials, we use a question to ask, is it metal? So if I pick this up, I'm going to say, is it metal? No, it's not, so it can't be in the metal. What about this one? Is it metal? Yes, it is, so I can put it in the metal section. This one could be somewhere between. Scissors are made of metal, but they also have plastic parts, so you can kind of group it in both. So I'm going to put it here. We can also ask questions like, is it shiny or not? So this is shiny, and we have this pen that's shiny. So we can group those things together. So you can find a bunch of materials in your house and you can see what you can group together. And if you do so, you can send me a little video. Okay. Another thing we can do is we can test what our materials are like. Is it soft? Is it strong? Is it bouncy? Is it see-through? So you can just think about what could you do. This one, you can feel it. Is it strong? I wouldn't say it's strong. I mean, I think you wouldn't be able to tear it. If you got different kinds of material and a piece of paper, so we've got a glove here, and this cloth, and this cotton, and if we also took a piece of paper, we could decide which one could tear. All right, here's a piece of paper, and I'm going to try and tear it. And you can see that it can tear. Tears into two pieces. What about if I had this? Can I tear this in half? Not going to happen. What about a glove? Can I tear that in half? No. And lastly, can I tear this in half? Probably. It's not as thin as paper, but it probably will tear. There we go. I managed to tear it in half. So we can test different materials like that. We can also see if they're strong. Possibly you could check these things outside in the garden and see how strong they are. But you can think of what you could test and what tests you would like to do to see what kind of properties materials have. All right, then in our science activity books, for this page 19, you just need to check out all the pictures and then label what they are. We have wood, metal, concrete, sand, water, fabric, glass, rock, and wool. So you need to have a look at all these pictures here and see. I see over there that's going to be wool, So I'm going to write wool next to it. See how many you can label. All right, so I think most of you have done this. Here is a sorting materials page on page 21. So in this exercise, you will sort some materials, and you've got to figure out how could you sort these materials. What would you label them into? Okay, so I can see there are some plastic bottles there, some newspapers, more plastic containers, some comic books, some paper bags, some glass bottles, some more glass bottles, and some cardboard boxes. So I can identify 3 materials. Can you see? We have plastic, paper, and glass. Then you're going to decide which one goes in each group. All right, for your Skills Builder book, page 33, you can have a look at these labels over here and see they naming what these are. And then we've got the properties they could be in, which objects need to be in which boxes. So I think the best thing to do for this is to see, to take different colored pencils, and maybe for see-through, let's see, where are our see-through things? So a glass bottle is see-through, and a magnifying glass is see-through. So maybe we do that in one color, red. And look at all the rest. We have magnifying glass, plastic ball, stick, plate, glass bottle, rock, mirror, and a shiny shell. And our boxes are see-through, smooth, rough, and shiny. So you need to decide in which box those go into. All right, so this is where you're going to make a sorting game. Again, you'll gather a bunch of materials. You can do a lot more than Teacher Marisa has gathered here. And you're going to make 3 labels for properties. So when we're talking about properties, we're not talking about the materials here. We're talking about what it feels like, or how we can identify it by touch or by sight. So here we have soft is a property of materials. Shiny is a property of materials, and hard, how hard something is a property. So we're going to look at our materials over here. I've got soft over here, and I'm going to put hard over here, and I'm going to go with shiny. If I look at these materials here, some of them could be placed into 2 places, because we know scissors are pretty hard. They're not going to break easily. But maybe I'd also think that they're quite shiny, if you can see the shine there. So I'm going to put them with shiny. I'm also going to put the fork with shiny. What about soft? This glove is soft, and this cloth is soft. And for hard, I can put this and this there. Next up, you're going to ask a friend to sort the materials for this little game, and then you can draw what you did here. So if yours looks like this, you can draw a picture over there. Then for this, just think about it. When we recycle plastic and paper, we have to sort them into bins. Why do you think it is important? Is it because it's easier? Or is it because it goes to different places to be repurposed and recycled? Why do you think? All right, then looking at our challenge books, we're going to sort materials using a magnet. So hopefully you can find a strong magnet at your house. I only managed to find this one at mine. So it's not going to be very strong because it's just a strip of magnet, and it won't be able to pick up much. So hopefully you can find the strongest magnet you can in your house. And you're going to collect a bunch of different materials. Here I have my watch, my car keys, a teaspoon, a pencil, and a pen. And you can see which one you can find at your house. And the first thing you're going to predict, I think the magnet will pull these materials. Which ones do you think it's going to pick up? Is it going to pick up those, that? You need to write what you think it's going to pick up over there. So you're guessing. As scientists, we like to guess. Then you're going to test your materials, which are pulled to the magnet, and write your results below. You need to remember to use the same magnet for each material so that the test you do is a fair one. In science, we always have to think about doing things that are fair. And then there's a challenge for you. Riaz has dropped a box of rubber bands and metal paper clips. Can Riaz pick up the paper clips quickly? Clue, he has a magnet. Do you think he's going to be able to pick them up? What do you think? All right, so I'm going to see with my silly little magnets what it can pick up. It doesn't really want to pick up my keys, but I can feel that it is attracted to it. So sometimes when a magnet is not strong enough, it won't be able to pick it up. And what about the spoon? Let's see, is the spoon? It did, but it's just not very strong. And the plastic? Nothing at all. And the pencil? Nope. What about my watch? Now this watch of mine is actually pretty magnetic, so I think it's probably got a stronger magnet than the fridge magnet does. So let's see if my watch can pick up things. It's got a little magnet over there. Let's see. Oh, almost. Let's try again. And there we go. It's picking it up. Let's try the spoon. Just about. Ugh. It's getting all wrapped up in itself. And it can pick up the spoon. Yes, I think my watch works much better. What about the pen? No way. Pencil? No. Car keys? I think it will definitely pick them up. Ta-da! So this magnet on my watch is pretty strong. Okay,